Welcome back to episode 17 of Pathfinder Kingmaker and Dragonfinder Kingmaker. It's my own special brand, and I made sure that we are now also a dragon. Well, potentially. Yeah, I should definitely put all that stuff in there. Later, Dwarven War Axe +1, that might actually be an upgrade for our dwarfy friend. +1 flail. Sure, we'll sell all that later. There we go. There. Leave. And we are taking our usual party with us, because I'm rather happy with this party. This party seems to cover all the necessary bases rather adequately. So let's see. We need to talk to Bokken to get an alchemist. And just generally explore around. Like this. Bandits set up ambushes here for victims. Let's do that. That seems like something that we should take care of. It's really near our capital. And it's a place where the river can be forded. It seems like an important place to know about. We should also check the other side of the river near the capital.
The way seems clear.
This place seems fairly big. As usual, I prefer scouting the surrounding area first before just bumbling headfirst into...
Quiet footsteps.
Oh. Hold on a second. Options. Whoop. Turn-based combat mode off. Yeah, it's just a bunch of doggos. That's what I thought. Aha! We found some mushrooms.
Precisely.
What's that?
Hey! A lootable thing. Shard of Knight's Bracers. Find all the fragments with enough skill to restore. Okay. This river doesn't seem that fordable. Oh, I guess it's shallow enough. Oh wait, before we do that, we should investigate this side of the river more.
That's easy.
And I have a large open area here. seems possible for them to hide something. We can't go deeper down that side. Oh, I guess invisible walls blocking us there. No? Okay, right. Then we'll cross the river. Okay. Right.
Careful.
Oh, just a bunch of wolves.
Tear them apart!
And kobolds. Called ragu and soup blackened brand. Expert in antiques may find it interesting. Okay.
Quiet footsteps.
Haha! Torag's pendant. Well, we are indeed finding signs of ancient dwarven occupation, I'm guessing.
Serves you right.
No, it's just a bunch of doggos. Oh, wow.
Like as one!
Alright, Amir, you first focus on the copper. Alright, never mind.
Precisely.
Is that really all that's here? No sign of bandits. Is there anything that we can do on the far side here? Oh, this goes far. Oh, random encounter. Fight, fight, fight! Fight is right! Right to fight!
That's easy.
I'm not afraid. Consider me provoked.
Oh, look! I am not impressed. Your round encounter was a waste of time. There was no meaningful loot or anything. Two bandits with bows. Crumbling ruined remains, nothing but a half-collapsed stone cylinder and a swath of rubble in and without. Ancient, strange carvings. Center of worship has long since been destroyed. The ruin exudes an aura of unease. Any creatures that enters the area feel as though something unseen were watching or waiting. The Lone House. Wait, what's this say? Enters the gnarl marches, looks quite prosperous. It's a remote dwelling of a wizard who has dedicated his life to scientific research. Far withdrawn from the commotion of busy city life. Local villagers learned long ago that it was unwise to approach this house, so they stay far away. The wizard seems to be perfectly content with the state of affairs. The road not far from the house occasionally used by travelers, traders, or bandits. Well, let's talk to this wizard. Maybe they want to work in my barony. We could use more advisors. Maybe he knows about economics.
I need to catch my breath.
Oh, Octavia, you always need to catch your breath. Yeah, I adjusted her stats slightly,
clear.
but I still made sure that she kept the constitution. Bandits died after triggering a trap.
If there's gold, it's mine.
Hey! A magic bastard sword! Hey! Somebody here needed a fresh magic bastard sword. Boing! There we go, finally an upgrade for her. Right, okay, so they died setting off a trap.
Quiet footsteps.
Hey, sweet syrup.
You see that?
Haha! Yes, I do
Careful
see
now.
that. Aha, okay. Bandits, eh?
Hmm?
Right, you cast
What
Divine
troubles you?
Favor, you cast Bless.
I'm listening. Here I am.
I always have the upper
See.
hand.
To victory!
Okay. Okay, this looks more serious than I thought. Okay, hold on a second. Things are spiraling out of control a little bit. Right. We gotta make that one laugh. You are gonna start your bardic performance. You are going to chuck another fireball right there. Alright, seems good. Seems like we got this. Summoned giant spiders. So who summoned the giant spiders?
We walked on.
I'm a little confused about who summoned the giant spiders. Was that me? Summon wolf? No. Summon dogs? No. I'm not entirely sure where the giant spiders came from. Ooh, this looks nice. Hello. Hey, magic belt. Heavy shield. Full plate is worth some money. Masterwork bastard sword is worth money. Okay. Search for troll, you realize it's a rock troll caught in direct sunlight and turned to stone. Oh, and so what did we find? What was that magic protector of the unjust? +2 heavy shield gives +2 resistance bonus on saving throws, but its AC and saving are increased by 2 against spells, abilities, and attacks by good or lawful outsiders. Cannot be equipped by lawful or good characters. Harem can equip this. Congratulations on your protector of the unjust, Harem. Oh yeah, this belt. Mighty Constitution. We could put that on you to fix your Constitution troubles. Or we could put it on Valerie to make her even tankier. We are already wearing a belt that gives plus Constitution. You are also wearing a belt that gives plus Constitution. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you literally currently only have 12 hit points. At least until your negative levels are fixed. Which reminds me, I'm gonna have to fix those negative levels. Let's see, that's lesser restoration. I also have a regular restoration, right? Yeah. Scrolls of restoration. Well, we'll rest soon and see how Octavia is doing after.
What's that glitter?
Okay, we'll just. Well, okay, we'll try disarming the trap.
Applause, please.
My search was
Wow, there's a lot of traps around here.
Anything else?
What's that? Stone is covered with soot. Yeah, this seems like probably fireball traps. Basement. Well. Cozy house stands away from the main roads. Excellent place for a hermit. He's got ducks. Bartholomew Delgado.
Precisely.
Middle-aged man stands before you. His clothes are not too gaudy, but tasteful. Despite living in the wilderness, he looks well-groomed, even dapper. His mustache is slick, and the nails on his agile, soft hands are meticulously polished. What a pleasant surprise! Welcome, Your Grace. Would you like a cup of tea? Something stronger, perhaps? It's a great honor for a humble hermit entertaining such an important personage. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Bartholomew Delgado, at your service. How may I be of assistance? You seem like an educated man. What are you doing in the woods? I'm simply a humble researcher in the field of esoteric sciences. I've chosen this location to work in peace, away from the noise of the city. When the environment is quiet and the air is fresh, the ink just begs to be set to paper. Tavia laughs. And no rude neighbors to complain about explosions, smoke, or ghastly screams. Bartholomew gives a wry smile. Yes, that is equally valuable. Do you have anything for sale? Certainly. Ring of Protection +2. He sells belts of Dex, Constitution, Headband of Intelligence, Giant Slayer clasp. Cloak of Resistance +2. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, a bag of holding. Ooh, a pouch of feather tokens. Interesting. Wand of acid arrows. Level 2. Caster level 3. Huh, neat. I would like another bag of holding. And I will I will shell you some of the random guff I've picked up. There you go, to lessen the burden a little bit. But let's start with that. Increase my carrying capacity. Really, ooh, ring of protection +2. That's pretty sexy. Cloak resistance +2 is also pretty sexy. But we'll deal with that later. We can always come back to this guy later. Right now, we have increased our carrying capacity again by another 100 pounds. That's always lovely. Those traps in the woods, are they yours? They're mine, yes. You see, while I'm happy to welcome guests, I prefer those who are capable of coherent speech. I've neither interest nor desire to waste in my time fighting off every monster that comes across my dwelling. But I did leave safe passage for those who can read, even installed a sign. You must have seen it. Amir frowns. So, what if someone can't read? He shrugs. Literacy is one of humanity's most significant achievements. Trust me, my traps aren't even close to the worst dangers threatening anyone who dares remain in the darkness of ignorance. Though I suppose if I ever met a painter here, I could ask them to add a picture to my warning sign. The rock troll in the woods nearby, is it real? Oh yes, I'm quite proud of that one actually. You see, trolls rarely perish in traps if they manage to break free from one. The animal cunning usually helps them avoid further traps, but that rock troll was trapped just before dawn, so you had no way to avoid the sunrise. Now it just stands there, serving as a demonstration of sorts. It's useful both for my research and as a ward against unwelcome guests. What about local bandits? They tried once. Now they make every effort to stay away. They only show up if they don't have any other options. And even then they just politely ask me to enchant their arrows. And you're happy to help them? Just because someone asked me to do something doesn't mean I actually do it, he says with a shrug. Though to be honest, in these parts you can't really tell a local bandit from a peaceful hunter based on their looks alone. Thank you for satisfying my curiosity. Huh. Neat.
Applause, please.
Alright.
Quiet footsteps.
Seems like a reasonable fellow. And even another valuable bag of holding. Increase our carrying capacity so we can carry more loot in future.
What's that?
Hey. And a bag of nuts. And a dwarven helm shard.
The way seems clear.
Okay,
You see that?
so the area is trapped.
If there's gold, it's mine. That's easy.
Hey, oop. Nice. Proceed with caution, traps ahead.
Ah!
Bandit conjurers.
You deserved it.
Okay. Amiri rage, charge, and turn off cleave. Let's see. Scorching ray, that one. Summon a wolf. have here? Reasonable lootables. What do we have in here? A merchant's letter. We're gonna have to investigate that in more detail later. That seems like a lot of text to read. And just reading on camera isn't exactly the most exciting thing. Oh.
They should have known better.
Oh well.
Good luck's run out.
Oh, somebody critical hit Amiri. Maybe you should have used the time to... Here, Harren, quickly, before you forget. Pop some channels. There we go. You guys have anything decent? Money and sellable items? More herbs. Collect the herbs.
Quiet footsteps.
Right, okay. Wait a second. Loot all the way in that corner, all the way at the edge of the map there? Oh, yeah. This one I'm still confused. These summoned giant spiders, where did they come from?
Precisely.
Well, I have to be careful because there's probably more traps around this area.
Somebody save me!
Wayne? A barefoot young man of tattered clothes stands before you. His eyes dart about wildly and his matted hair sticks up in dirty spikes. Help! Help! The young man yells, even though you're right in front of him. What's wrong with you? What happened? Help! The man screams as he finally notices your presence. Wayne! He manages at last. His eyes are wide, look so wide they might fall out of his sockets. He's mad in the head, let him rot. Who are you? Traders! We were traders, Lexon and me. And Wayne waves his hand vaguely as he relaxes. He starts to babble. Usually come to visit the local mage, bring him food and gives us magic trinkets in exchange. He last came a month ago, left him some supplies, riding back today, and we wanted to stop and pick up an order. He promised to give while Lexon stayed to guard the cart and I went to the mage's house. The mage has a bunch of traps around his house to scare off the trolls, you see. You've put a warning sign up by the road so people wouldn't get hurt. But you just have to stick to the road. The trolls are stupid and can't read, so they get caught. But I didn't stick to the road. I thought I saw something glittering in the underbrush. As soon as I approached, boom! Suddenly I was flying upside down. Wayne lifts his hands sharply to mimic the blast. When I landed, I was too scared to move. So many traps around, I wouldn't survive a second. Boom! Cowards like this make me sick. He'd shit himself at the sight of a rabbit. So do you want to get back to the road? He begins nodding frantically and stops, thinks the matter, and begins frantically shaking his head instead. We have to get him out of here. Let me talk to him. I'm sure I can calm him down. Enough sniveling. One hit from me will fix him. Should leave. We're surely fated to die by this trap. Wrong was to prevent the man from reaching the end of his path. Let's see. Celtic neutral. Alright, Amir, he's yours. Intimidate. How about this? You head towards the road and I follow. You falter, I'll kick you so hard you make the rest of the way airborne. And we're not gonna do a lawful good one, even though we'd probably pass it. Let's do the chaotic good one. I mean, that's also the alignment that I want to kind of... How about this? You head towards the road, and I follow. You falter, and I kick you so hard, you make the rest of the way airborne. Succeed the intimidate check. Contemplates your word for a moment before a new fear falls across his face. But this time, instead of freezing in place, he begins sprinting towards the road.
Careful now.
There we go. See? Not so bad. Thank you! Wayne Steve is still chattering, but he seems to be focusing better. Never run like that in my life. Now I see you scared me on purpose. Making me run for my life to make it to the road. We found Lexan. Lawful good here? I guess so. Look, we found the guy's brooch. We're gonna... Celtic Evil. Actually, I just want to watch you run. Better keep it up, or... We found Lexan. Here's his brooch. Dead? That's awful. May Faraz must save his soul. Yes, Lexan bought this brooch for his wife. Said it was a birthday present. So thank you. I'll make sure she gets it. And thanks again for all you've done to me today. And yeah, we lost the brooch, but look. Don't be sad, friend. When fate deals you a blow, take it gladly. Your whole life is one road to the end, and each day is but another step along the way. But how can I go on living if there's no sense in it? You could spread the word of Grotus. Help people understand the futility of existence. The sooner this agony of life ends, the sooner eternal tranquility will come. Well, so I'm curious. We're tunneling our way in this direction, which is... I don't want to hard force the character there. I would have set it there at the start. I like starting at neutral and then seeing what alignment will end up, but I imagine that we're going to end up here somewhere. Seems about right. Well, there's a few more spots that we can try.
The way seems clear.
See if there's any.
What's that glitter?
There's a trap. Is there anything? Okay. Aha!
Quiet footsteps.
Kinda want to visit the wizard's basement. Nah, that doesn't seem right, does it? Well, that was certainly worth things.
That's easy.
That was a fun little adventure. Oh, hey, there's a bandit we didn't loot properly. Oh. Wand of Fireball. Hello, hello, hello. Now that's a Wand of Fireball. Casting level 5. That's the good shit. That's the really good shit. Now then. I guess we should head towards Bokken.
I need to catch my breath.
Okay, well, you can catch your breath later. Bald Hilltop. How's our Sorrow Flow? Oh yeah, called Sorrow Flow. Do we know where that is? Bandit camp also seems like something we should deal with. Let's see. Next we should. Oh, that's where Sorrowflow is. I guess it's time to talk to Bokken. Is that really faster than through the woods? I guess it's faster than through the woods.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Alright, we'll rest here. So, recipes. Wait a second. If we... I've not thought about this before, but what if I could just... where is it? Ah! That's how cooking works. Agile fists. It's the weapon... this allows her to apply dex modifier and damage rolls with unarmed and natural weapon attacks. Interesting. Okay. So now... I just figured it out. Oh.
I heard that in a faraway tribe, people entertain themselves by throwing huge logs. Whoever throws it the farthest is the strongest.
Throwing logs. Ha! What weaklings. The mammoth lords lift mammoths. I used to lift 2 at once.
That sounds not entirely plausible. Okay, so all those cooking recipes, we just need to read them. Right. There's an event in the barony. Event. Troll invasion. Keston has arrived at the castle with reports of strange trolls swarming the Gnarl Marshes. Okay. Well, we'll head for Bokken's first.
I need to catch my breath.
And then head back, and then apparently there's an invasion. You know, probably shouldn't have headed off. Not very responsible to head this far north. We'll just assume that they've got it under control for now. Hey. That's new.
Stay on your toes.
Guys, why are you... Come along. Bokken, how would you like to become my court alchemist? The old man pierces us with an inquisitory squint. A court alchemist? Me? That would be a first. He sighs and waves his hand. Ah, fine. Come what may, you've been kind to me. Killed those damn spiders, brought an old man some berries. I'll work for you. Just one thing, though. I need a new laboratory. Some place to keep all my bottles and ingredients. A workshop, yes. And as for me, don't worry. I'll do my part. Okay, and show me what you have. A wand snowball. Yeah. Interesting. Also, how's Oleg doing? Show me your wares. Do you got anything new? Also, would you like to buy some turquoise? And some wolf pelts. And maybe a peridot and some pearls. Moonstone, some green quartz, an exquisite pearl, some rings. Right, you got anything new here? The golden toad. Well, it doesn't look like he sells anything new. Oh, he sells star knives, that's cool. I suppose we might as well rest here rather than camp.
What's that?
Oh. Interesting. So we found a hidden space under the stairs. They might not even know what's here. Hey.
Precisely.
Right. Well. That's Bokken recruited. Oh hey, and we have our personal stash here. Oh yeah, so sweet pancakes, all those recipes. Should learn how to cook all of them. Haggis, jeweled rice, cooking almanac. Snooker's notes, Snooker's lost notes, Snooker's crumpled notes, lab journal. Okay, so copy recipe, copy recipe, copy that recipe, copy that recipe, copy that recipe. So now, I mean, I'm not going to camp, but say I wanted to camp. Ah, shepherd's pie, excellent. Oh, and they all have different effects. 4 additional hours without... Okay. Bonus movement speed. Bonus on saving throws. Temporary hit points per level. Bonus movement speed. And wait. And say I put somebody else there. Oh, okay, it is that the recipes are shared between all of the characters. Excellent. Excellent. Right, we need to get the heck back to Tantalus immediately. He still has a lot of negative levels. Get ready for anything. Get to the bald hilltop. Alright. Well. You have to get to the throne room. Because we're being invaded. Your Grace! Gaston has a troubled look on his face. I fear there's another matter that requires your attention. There have been reports, many of them, from settlements across the Gnarl Marches, that there are trolls in the forest, seemingly hordes of them. Rumours claim they're more than typical savage beasts. They almost seem to show reason and tactics. They form groups, attack all at once, plunder the villages, carry away the peasants. Even stranger kobolds have been spotted among their ranks, when usually they would be attacked on sight. He falls silent for a moment. I'm not certain any of this is reliable. Fear builds mountains of molehills. Some of the rumours even say the trolls carried torches and burned down houses, seemingly unafraid of open flames. It's entirely possible for the rest of the reports to be exaggerated as well. Common folk will hardly heed a simple exoration. Someone will need to go to the Gnarl Marches to investigate the matter. I was considering the matter when it hit me. If you were to take on this investigation yourself, Your Grace. Options. Baroness duties to her people, head south and look into the situation. Chaotic neutral, you believe trudging through swamps, chasing rumours to be part of a Baroness's duties? And time for this later. If you would be so kind, Your Grace. Gaston rubs his neck. Just be sure to provision yourself properly before you go. Remember, trolls can only be killed with fire or acid.
Trolls who didn't fear fire? That sounded terrible, and dangerous, and terribly dangerous. If we couldn't rein them in, our young barony would be eaten up in a snap.
Well. Troll trouble. So, minor spoilers, I guess. Leafy waifu might be involved somehow. Or at least it's the main plot. Okay, one last thing I want to do this episode. Get to the Bald Hilltop. Spiders have flooded the barony. Oh, they are gross. Plagues have overtaken the entire barony, so we've had to fight the same way altogether. Now, where's my broom? Okay. Well, so. Spiders and disease. Artisans. You've met an artisan, special character who can craft equipment for you. Tough armor, powerful weapons, magic jewelry and scrolls. You will find one in every region of Stoneland. Some of them arrive on their own, others can be found in settlements. Having your artisan is own artisan troublesome and expensive, and it's up to you to decide whether you want to help a particular artisan or not. Every artisan you meet will ask for a favor. As soon as you fulfill the request, the workshop blueprint will appear in the settlement. The artisan with the workshop receives payment from the treasury and crafts weapons and armor for you at either your request or their own accord. Each artisan you hire will eventually request your help from creating a special item. Complete their special quest to unlock a masterpiece, an extraordinary piece of gear. The artisan will inform you that they're prepared to start working on the masterpiece and ask you to stop placing specific orders in the meantime. Troll invasion, yes. Okay. Events. Tenebrous Dreams, Eight-Legged Plague. Okay, this seems like Eight-Legged Plague. When Bald Hilltop proved true, the barriers were flooded with monstrous spiders attacking locals and slaughtering the cattle. Reports indicate that huge arachnids spread a ghastly disease that weakens its victims with fever and coats their body with blisters. Invasion has to be stopped before panic and infection ravage the stolen lands. Okay. You're dealing with the Enchanted Wind. Christian, this seems like something for you to do. You handle that. Tenebrous Dreams. Current dream has been troubling the Baroness. Slumber, she's valiant heroes entering ancient ruins to descend underground, never to return. Their faces show stern resolve, their lips pinched thin. The angry red sun follows the heroes into the darkness, casting its fleeting evening rays upon them. Just before waking, the Baroness hears faint whispers. Come to me, hero. I will await you here in the Tenebrous Depths. The Tenebrous Depths. The Tenebrous Depths, I believe, is the roguelike dungeon that came as a DLC. So I'm guessing that's a thing that we can do. Founding a new settlement. Oh, we can found settlements here. But where would we want the settlement to be? The most logical place for a settlement is near a river. We have the BP for it. This would be, technically speaking, outside our jurisdiction. Which is why I would like placing it there, just purely for the trolliness of it. Can we lay claim to... this stuff? No? I mean, having a... Because, you know, rivers make sense for settlements. It would make it much easier to supply the place with building materials. That's the logic I have. But hold on a second. Is it really time to found a settlement right away? I don't think so. I think we need to get to the Bald Hilltop. And fight Count the Bog there! But, that's probably something for another time. Just gonna quickly, before I forget, put in all our special collectible treasures. And we'll have the storyteller have a look at them later. Oh yeah, and then... So, can we just... Cooking Almanac? No? Shadows over Absalom. Okay. Oh! No, not that. Give me that. Yeah, I guess we'll sell that. Interesting. Well, until next time.